I wasn't a meth addict. I just tried it.
Mm-hmm.
And the buddies that I tried it with, I thought, hey, this is fun. I don't want to just sit around and smoke weed. That wasn't my thing. I didn't really like that, actually. But so this meth thing, I was like, wow, you can be productive.
What a great comp. Let's just not do weed. Let's do meth.
And so when I tried it, I was up in Minnesota at the time, and me and my buddy, Jamie, we had went and picked up some drugs. And when we got it back to the other kids that we were hanging out with at the time, I think it was 16, 17 years old. But when we got it back, us being selfish addictive personalities, we thought, well, no one's going to know how much we got. Let's just do a whole bunch. And so we did, and we did a lot of it. We may have done all of it. And so it wasn't too long after that we got a call from the drug dealer who said, hey, don't do that. It's a bad batch. We're going, oh, that's not a good thing. This is not good at all. And in your mind, I remember specifically going, I'm going to die. This is poison, right? So we know that this is not a good substance anyway. But then when you say it's a bad batch, that means, okay, well, what's going to happen? And so I remember driving on my way to my parents' house, probably 30-minute drive away. And halfway there, I went across some railroad tracks. And at that point, I watched my car drive across the railroad tracks. I was fading. And I knew that I was dying. And there's been, there's an incredible book called Imagine Heaven. If you ever listened to it or read it, but talks about near-death experiences. And it is definitely worth reading or listening to. I did the audiobook. But there's really comes down to basically two experiences. I think even Reader's Digest did one years and years ago about when people die, one of two things happens. You go generally to the light and you get happy, or you go toward the dark and get scared. That's basically what it's broken down into. Now there's a myriad of different things from there, but if you break it down to were you happy or not happy, I mean really that's what it is. I definitely was going toward the dark, and it definitely wasn't happy. So I said a prayer. I said, God, if you'll let me live, I'll live the rest of my life for you. I woke up in my parents' driveway 15 miles away, completely stone cold sober, with no effects of meth.